Hello, everyone. Make sure to get your gasoline as soon as you possibly can. Colonial hair. It's a summer tale. With a papa me back. Colonial hair. This will hold up all the toilet paper we can find. Hurry while supplies last. Hello, everyone. You'll see that more technology has been added because why not? Now, the only downside is now that you can all see chat on the screen, it's a little bit slower in terms of its time response. But we now got chat everywhere. And now you can see everyone, whether you're on Facebook, whether on YouTube, whether you're on Twitch, or whether you've somehow cyber attacked this particular live stream and decided to add your voice accordingly. I hope everyone's doing well out there. Welcome to yet another edition. It does work with Twitch too. There you go, Alan. Everyone's on there now. Here's the problem with having so many channels on a foot pedal. You almost forget what is what when it comes to trying to actually produce an interesting and seamless stream. But welcome to the wrong pedal switch. Ha 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 ha. Joke's on you. Now we got to get to the other 69. Yes, that's right. 69 is the number that I chose for the theme song for TUNESday. And that's how we do it. You see what I'm saying? So we got a few surprises here tonight. We got a cover tune challenge that will take people literally about 2 seconds to figure out. This is a well-known song. Well-known song. Also, we've got a brand new song that I've written that I'll be performing for the first time. And we're going to go way back in the time machine and play a tune that I first wrote in 9th grade. Because why not? Might as well do that. In the meantime, I'm going to do another older tune. This is from the first Land of Chocolate album. It's the final track off of it, called Self-Control. So you should forgive and you should forget, but I'm willing to forgive. I know I should just let all this die, but I'm just dying to let live. If only I could fight it, if I could let it go. If only I could write it off to loss of self-control. Ready, finally crafted, ready to send out now. Tell them how I feel. I know I should just burn this up, but when you decide to listen, I still want this to be real. If only I could find it, if I could let it go. If only I could write it off to loss of self-control. I never seem to listen to myself. It seems my mind is always fighting. The state of my romantic health needs some better lighting. But here's where you come in to soothe the storm that reigns inside me. I know it'd be a sin to let you go. Now that you found me, now that I found you. It's been 6 years now, seems I've gotten nowhere in this cat and mouse chase. The fact that I still am trying is the terrible disgrace. If only I could find it, if I could let it go. If only I could write it off to loss of self-control. If only I could find it, if I could let it go. If only I could write it off to loss of self-control. Good evening, Kevin Feely. Monique, it's great to see you as well. Alan, it's great to see you. Welcome to the new and crazy overlay of chat. I don't know if we're going to keep this or not. I'd love to hear the feedback. But this gives you an opportunity to interact with one another depending upon what platform you're on. And hopefully it's not too distracting. But, you know, we've got enough cameras as it is. It's going to be distracting. This is just how it is. How is everyone's week going? How is everyone's Tuesday going? I'm not lying. I'm a little dragging right now. A little tired. It's been one of those weird days. I'm sure I've kicked up a lot of dust in the house. I've been working hard at reclaiming what was once a warehouse and turning it into a home. But the downside is when you're cleaning up everything and you have dust allergies, things go a little wonky at times. Anyway, I'm going to keep playing some music. I'm open to requests. If you've got requests you want to send to me and not on it to get whatever Alan's going to suggest, like a jackass, because that's what he does. But if you got any tunes that you want to hear that are from my repertoire, I'm glad to play them for you. In the meantime, I'm going to keep moving forward. And let's see, what shall we play? You know what? Let's do a brand new song and get it out of my system while it's still fresh. This is called Limoncello. Holding on so tight. So that, as I do my radio voice, is brand new, off the charts, To You, Limoncello by Jonn Buzby. Yeah, that didn't work as well as I hoped. Oh, hey, your half-sister? Okay. If only. We can do if only. We got to find that patch and make it happen. I like this, though. Keep those requests coming. I don't want to have to plan too far ahead on these things. I do want it to be somewhat spontaneous. I do want to be able to interact with you all. If this slowdown chat on the screen is not as effective in terms of creating an interface with y'all, we can revert. It just seemed like, you know, a new thing to try. I YouTubed it. This is how I learn anything. I am a visual person, and I suck at technology. So what do? You watch someone else do it, and then you literally do the same exact thing, and then you feel accomplished. So that's what we did there. Yeah, we can try if only. Let me get to that patch. Because you know we can't leave them 3-part vocals behind. So, quick aside, I need to speak a little bit about the news and the CDC suddenly doing an about face. And I want to hear what you all think before I give my opinion. I'm sure my tone already says a little bit right there and then. But if you have been vaccinated, are you still going to mask up? What's the plan? I'm very curious to hear. I'm curious to hear reasons of why people think the CDC went ahead and made this announcement that masks are no longer a requirement. And I'm curious to hear how you all think this is going to proceed from here. In the meantime, I hope everyone's got a full tank of gas because, I mean, it's coming back. It's really no big deal. We all do this all the time. Total human nature. Whenever there's a perceived shortage of something, buy it up! Buy it all! All right. I have a request. I'm going to do it. This is called If Only. Is it bad that I almost forgot the first lyrics and I might still? We've learned to live our lives in phases, and longing away through our minds in mazes. If only we had this moment. So despite how the grass is greener, forgetting how the world goes meaner. If only we take a moment to save a life. We just keep trudging onward. Someday we'll say, the hell with getting better, and throw away this tan and scarlet letter. Goodbye to inspiration, farewell discovery. Life's easier through sedation. In all this time we've spent in waiting, this time that could be spent creating. If only we take a moment and take a We've learned to live our lives in cages. We haven't stepped outside in ages. If only we had the notion. Thank you so much for the request, your half-sister. I greatly appreciate it. That was fun to play. A couple little minor flubs here and there, but, you know, that's how it goes. But I hope you enjoyed that. Please keep the requests coming. I love them. I love to be able to kind of challenge myself on the fly with stuff. And, you know, in the meantime, we still have a cover tune challenge coming up very shortly. And we have that brand new opener that may or may not be timely down the road, but I'll probably record that. In fact, one of the things I'm looking to start doing, and I'd love to hear feedback on this, I am hoping to start getting in the practice of recording both the cover tune challenge and any written this week topical openers before I go on air. And then after the show, releasing them so that you can listen to them and, you know, send them over to friends, enemies, cohorts, you know, the Jets, the Sharks, whoever. Let me see. Monique, you went to Walmart today, and there was still a lot of people wearing masks. You know, I think here's the weird dividing line now. I think we're kind of at a point where you can tell who's been vaccinated by them wearing masks still, or those that are cognizant. I hope that people continue to stay cautious, and I think there's a lot to be said for. We've all been through a trauma. We have all been through a 14-month plus trauma at this point. And for some people, it's going to take longer than others to feel comfortable again. And there's nothing wrong with that. The big thing is live and let live. It's really not a big deal to be cognizant of one another and to be kind to one another. If you decide not to mask, that's fine. I may not get super close to you if I don't know you. But I'm not going to sit there and scold you, and vice versa. If you see me wearing a mask, maybe there's a reason for it. So don't get in my face. Like, let's just be kind to one another and be good human beings. Brett, great to see you. I love that suggestion. I very much may take that in mind for a future show. I've done 2 Faith No More songs already in previous live streams. I can't even remember which ones they are off the bat. But the one was, wearing if you know that song, that was one of them. And then I did a second one as well. Hello again, Kevin Feely. Twice, 2 hellos. Have you replicated yourself? Is there 2 of you now? The world needs more Kevin Feely. That is for certain. Anyway, I think I'm going to move on and do the cover tune challenge a little bit early this week. Remember, the key with all this is that I take a song that is guitar-based. I transfer it over to piano. And, oh, how are your Celtics doing? Are you ready for their season to be over, Brett? Because it's been a rough one for y'all. You know I'm a Sixers fan. Like, we are like cats and dogs at this point in time. But I kind of almost feel bad for the Celtics and losing Jaylen Brown, and they just have not had a good year. But I think they might actually have a chance to pull this one out tonight and at least get to the playoffs, only to be swept by, you know, the Nets. But here's the deal, cover tune challenge. If you are the first person to correctly guess the song and the artist, you get a free digital download of any of my albums of your choice. You've got multiple Land of Chocolate and multiple Damn Fine Coffee albums to choose from. There's also a couple old Phineas Gage albums that I played drums and sang backup on. And yeah, you've got your selection of stuff. And down the road, when I start recording all these cover tune challenges and opening ditties and whatnot, you'll have even more albums to choose from. But in the meantime, this one, I really don't need to give you any hints. It's going to be a race to see who's first. Get your fingers ready. And not like that, Brett. your cheap box for weeks. I've been drawn into your magnet puppet trap. I wish I could eat your cancer when you turn black. Hey, wait, I got a new complaint. Forever indebted to your priceless advice. Hey, wait, I got a new complaint. Forever indebted to your priceless advice. Hey, wait, I got a new complaint. Forever indebted to your priceless advice. Your advice. Meeting or should forgive no one just yet. Cut myself on angel and baby's breath. Broken hymen of your highness, I'm left black. Throw down your umbilical noose so I can climb right back. Hey, wait, I got a new complaint. Forever indebted to your priceless advice. Hey, wait, I got a new complaint. Forever indebted to your priceless advice. Hey, wait, I got a new complaint. Forever indebted to your priceless advice. Your advice. She eyes me like a Pisces when I am weak. I've been locked inside your heart-shaped box for weeks. I've been drawn into your magnet puppet trap. I wish I could eat your cancer when you turn black. Hey, wait, I got a new complaint. Forever indebted to your priceless advice. Hey, wait, I got a new complaint. Forever indebted to your priceless advice. Hey, wait, I got a new complaint. Forever indebted to your priceless advice. Your advice. Your advice. Your advice. So we have obviously a few answers. I'm gonna have to look back on the chat afterwards to see who won. And yes, sadly, I should know these lyrics by heart, but I don't, so, you know. But half the time, the lyrics are what screw me up, as well as forgetting to turn on the effects, so that midway through the song, I'm like, oh shit, my voice is dry as fuck. Thank you for the compliment there, Brett. I appreciate it. I have no idea what I played there on the solo, but, you know, did what I could. And I know that your half-sister got it right, but I also saw that Brett got it right as well in terms of the title of the song. So unless there's also a third person who guessed it correctly, I'm going to give you both free digital downloads. Shoot me a line or send it on the chat in terms of what album you would like. We got Damn Fine Coffee album 1, 2, and 3. We got Land of Chocolate full length 1 and 2. And then there's the first EP and the second EP. I think it's Assorted Nonpareils and Bittersweet Morsels. Kind of leftover pre-full recording session type of stuff. And soon enough, I'm hoping to have a third Land of Chocolate album out that's been in the cards for a good 15 years now. So, yeah. But let's go pick another tune to play. I appreciate y'all tuning in, the feedback and whatnot. What shall we do? Something new, something old. If you need a sampler from any of the albums, just pick me an album. Say Damn Fine Coffee 1, Damn Fine Coffee 2, Damn Fine Coffee 3, Land of Chocolate 1, Land of Chocolate 2, and I will play a song off of one of those albums, and then you can make your selection accordingly. In the meantime, if I don't see any suggestions, we're just going to pick something. All right, let's do one of my favorites. This is off the second Damn Fine Coffee album. And it deals with the fact that, you know, life throws you lots of curveballs. Life is what happens when you're busy making plans. And for most of us, we have these goals in mind, and we have plans on how to get there, but it's never a straight line path. And the key to everything is to be able to pick yourself back up, dust yourself off, and find the silver lining so that you can find your path again in order to move forward. And that's what this song is about. It's called These Changes. All the blood and sweat is worth be strife. These changes are happening everywhere we turn. The strangeness is all around, forcing us to learn. Thank you for the compliment there, Monique. Sometimes you just gotta run with it. That's one thing I'm getting better at. I used to suck, like incredibly suck at improv. I'm not a jazz guy. I mean, I love jazz, but one thing that I never quite picked up is just how to solo on the fly. But I'm getting more comfortable in accepting that there will be mistakes, and sometimes you just gotta go with it and go with the energy. And you know, it's weird. I've seen many bands that may not be the most talented in the world, but when they bring it with energy on stage, there's nothing better. So I'm learning to kind of just give in and fly blind and have some fun with it. But yes, I do love, I have a different ending than when I have a band. I don't think it translates on piano, but I'll give you that other ending real quick. So the last time through, it does that little stop. Here's the ending. I love it with a band. Not sure I love it as just a piano. So, you know, we went back to this instead. I consider it very similar to doing a movie screening where you've got the ending that the audience doesn't like, but it's bold and it's innovative. But then you kind of settle for the Hollywood ending that make people happy again. I'm sorry that the vocals are not quite coming through the way you'd like it, Kevin. You know, it seems to be a hit or miss every given week. I haven't changed any settings in a while, but I'm having more time on my hands, so I've got the mixing board out. I just need to find the time to set it up, and then we might do an entirely new setup and design in order to make this pop. What do y'all think of the chat on the screen? Let me know. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Does it distract you? Or am I just the distraction? I don't know. It's a good question. All right, so we're going to go in the way back time machine here. Real quick. I think I practiced this through once, and then I realized I had to print out the lyrics again because it's been so long. But the background on this song is this. I wrote this in high school when I was starting to take composition a little more seriously. And I wrote it on guitar the first time I picked up a guitar. I cannot play guitar, but I found that the open tuning on a guitar seemed to lend itself well to playing just a few things here and there that I could do. And this was one of them. So I had the original, I guess the first 8 bars that I wrote on guitar. And then I transitioned it over to piano and had horrible, horrible lyrics. You know, when you're a 9th grader or an 8th grader, you think you're being super deep. And I was writing a song. It was originally called Headlines. And when we were recording the first Land of Chocolate album, we went in the studio, laid down the music. Music sounded good. And I started to lay down the vocals, which were in a higher register. And it just wasn't feeling right. And Brett Cole, who some people may know from the band Echelon, was the guy that we hired to engineer and produce this album. And he basically said to me, listen, dude, like, you wrote this song in 9th grade. Maybe it's time, like, it's a good tune, but maybe it's time to rethink the melody. So go home, sleep on it. Try to come up with something brand new that works with it. And so I did. And then it all fell into place. And now it's called Broken Record.
Is this an idea of a joke? I sit here waiting for your call. Wanted to talk to you this evening. Remember that I'm not supposed to call. Wondering what the hell you're thinking. Do I even matter at all? I'm still here waiting for your call. Your call.
So that was off of the very first Land of Chocolate album entitled Unicorn on the Cob. You are welcome to pick that up at landofchocolateband.com. You're also welcome to check it out on iTunes, Spotify, you name it. It's a little bit different. It's got a couple vocal harmonies. I didn't want to throw them in this time around with short notice and whatnot, but there's a lap steel guitar on it that is just absolutely beautiful, that kind of elevates the song to a whole nother level. I hope you've been enjoying tonight. I am about to bounce out of here in a tune or two. Thank you for the request again, Your Half Sister. Congratulations to both Brett Higgins and Your Half Sister for winning the Cover Tune Challenge. I'm going to play something that is off of the newest Damn Fine Coffee album, and we'll see what we close with. If you have any suggestions, toss them my way. And if you want to see your chat up on the screen, just type gibberish. Do something. Make it happen. This is called Weight of the World.
It's all so damn heavy, feeling all the weight of the world. Afraid of my friends and family, feeling all the weight of the world. Take this anger like a dagger, excise the cemetery and throw it all away. I've been graded, J for jaded. There goes the optimist whose life has turned to gray. Trapped without a hope of amnesty, feeling all the weight of the world. My life's got reduced to travesty, feeling all the weight of the world. All this fear you've left unstated, give me the go-ahead to throw it all away. I'm now ungraded, but locked and gated. Without an opening, my life has turned to gray. Seems this was a chance I had to take, for as I could know. Instead of taking two steps forward, I've dug a ditch below. Seems this was a chance I had to take, for as I could know. Instead of taking two steps forward, I've dug a ditch below. I'm searching for a glimpse of light to help me find the path to take me home. It's all so damn heavy, feeling all the weight of the world, feeling all the weight of the world, feeling all the weight.
Thank you all again for coming out tonight. I appreciate it. I've got one more for you. I haven't picked what it is yet. But, you know, there are a few tunes that are always easy to end on and fun to end on. But maybe we'll do something different. Yeah, let's do something different. So this is a fairly new song. It's going to be on the 5th Damn Fine Coffee album. For those of you scoring at home, only 3 are out so far. So what does that tell you? I need to get to work. But this is what I consider my potential pop rock single. We'll see. It's called Just Sign Here. And then I'm signing off. So have yourselves a great rest of your week. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and be kind and courteous as best you can to all around you. We're in this world together. Might as well make it a better place. You know what I'm saying? I've taken a liking to it. Sorry for the strife. I've tried my best to avoid it. Oh, so welcome to this ride. You must be this tall to get in. Don't you break my stride. It's taken my life to get in. Oh, so what if I did? I've gotten tired of all the lies. When you sign the line, one of your goals to have read the writing on the page. Quite the same. Welcome to this life. We both chose to believe in. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. I wish you luck and hate to say goodbye. 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 Good night, all.